Set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. As he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hands up! Wait! 2 by 2. Move!
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2 by 2. Move!
Come on.
Hey, shoot!
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw here, Dalton. Being chased out left. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Hands up! Leave!
Mike 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Hey, box truck.
Watch the screen.
So Dalton now. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
A handoff to Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Regular.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
You must be true.
Check. Lucky.
Hey.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Dalton now to pass. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Bengals 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton flush to his right, going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
From the gun, Dalton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Solid.
This is Howard on second down. And an alley run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give left side to Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side.
Cut it right.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3 down. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Down and man inside. Down and man. Small.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 39 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Switch gears, switch gears. Where's 52? Watch 52.
40.
Not today, you won't.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Great 57.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
You don't want no problem from me.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Black, come on.
Check. Switch.
61, matchbox, light.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 51. Let's go, D.
Dalton off play action. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 68 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go,
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58 to Mike, 58.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Strong right.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Oh, you got your shift. Hey, Red 5-2, on here.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Rap. Wait, look.
Wentz now on first down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
31. Bengals 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Let's go, right here. Check.
On first down, they run with Howard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Man 5-7.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I got one.
Buzz.
Mike 52.
Great.
Check.
What's that?
Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On On second and very short, Wentz. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A give to Howard running left. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
Lose 5-3, lose 5-3.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Uzama. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Dalton to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they're
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Vinny Curry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Delta. Switch.
Here's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Go. 180.
Choose the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
82.
No. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton, escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here.
52's the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 11 yards there, first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hey, Mike 52.
40, 82, 40.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Listen, ha. Lead.
I got you.
Ice.
You're all mine. You're all
Hey, help.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
44. Here you go.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.